justice has been served. Or has it? Ooh, I got sweet news, a news update about Ayanda Dludla, the 22-year-old that caused a major massive accident, taking 14 lives of innocent children in his vehicle, in his taxi.
I'm truly sorry
You
for
see him
every
crying
life
there.
lost. I accept my sentence and regret my actions deeply.
But that's not him actually crying. That's fake news, my BROO. Fake news. Somebody put an AI of his face crying like that. He didn't cry so much. He wasn't that remorse, but he was sad. He did feel sorry. But I don't know if he's feeling sorry about the guilt of what he done or for what family members and stuff. Is he just worrying about himself, where he's going to be in the next few years? Imprisonment, incarcerated. Who knows? The justice system in South Africa. So now, his father, Deputy Chair of Gauteng's Education Transport Service, and that's his son. So he let him drive an unlicensed vehicle, an unlicensed person now, unlicensed to drive passengers for transport. So now tell me, who is truly at fault? The father or the son? Just think about it. If the father was a driver, which supposedly he is the actual driver of the vehicle, and he's the one that does the transportation of the children, supposedly. So now, you and I are mighty in the department, and you driving an unlicensed taxi. Now I don't understand that. You're part of a transport, but you're driving illegally. It makes you think sometimes how corrupt the system is up top there. Makes your eye open. But anyway, so now a lot of comments are saying that they feel sorry for the guy, the 22-year-old. He didn't do it, it was an accident. Yeah, it was an accident. I understand it was an accident. But what he did was wrong. He disobeyed the law. Driving in the wrong side of the road, taking over so many cars at one time. That already is a no-no. So I understand you feel sorry for this youngster, the 22-year-old. He doesn't look 22 to me. Probably to many, he looks like a freaking old dude. So just think about having your child in a taxi and this guy took your child. Would you still feel the same way about the guy and feel remorse about the outcome of what happened? No, you wouldn't. You'll be angry, upset. You want this guy to be punished because he did wrong. Disobeyed the law, driving recklessly. Of course, you want him to be punished. So this guy's got 14 counts of murder to his name, 3 counts of attempted murder, 1 count of driving without a valid professional driving permit, and 1 count of driving an unlicensed vehicle. So you got all that on the lawsuit right now. So this guy, obviously the lawsuit has been postponed till the 5th of March for further investigation and evidence collection and for the forensics to be all concluded, to be collected for that date. So the trial will be done again on the 5th. So now there's other complaints about the truck driver now. So there is a leaked footage of the truck driver of his dash cam. But now think again. Everybody said the truck driver is in the wrong. I don't think so. I think the truck driver is in the right. He was driving in the right lane after all. He was driving in the normal speed. So now people are saying, if the truck driver, he could have saw the taxi coming towards him. Why not slow down? Why couldn't he swerve away? And all that nonsense. But look carefully at the actual footage. You'll see that the truck driver did try to slow down a little. He can't just rapidly slow down, because if he rapidly slowed down, the truck will swerve and cause a major accident, even more than the 14 lives or other lives next to him, behind. The truck might have turned. You never know what could happen, because a heavier vehicle, slower to slow down. So obviously you can't just randomly slow down on the brake instant. The truck can't do that. It will have to gradually slow down. So now, if you look closely, you'll see that truck driver tried to avoid the taxi. He turned to the left, off the road. But in the end of doing that, the taxi also tried to avoid the truck as well at the same time. Hence why they both collided together, because they both tried to avoid each other. If the taxi driver kept on driving like a Looney Tune, straight ahead, he might have, and slowed down a bit, he might have missed the truck. But obviously he decided to swerve, late reaction, and saw that the truck very late for some reason. You can see a massive thing. You can really slow down by then. So obviously he was distracted by someone, because in the report his sister was there. So she was probably the passenger. Also, she was one of the survivors, his sister. So the sister could have also warned him, or say, don't drive so reckless, keep to the lane and everything. But she didn't do anything either. So maybe it's miscommunication. He wasn't looking at the road, and he looked up while he was speeding and overtaking. He saw the massive truck afterwards, and then he wanted to swerve too late. But in a way of swerving, the truck swerved, and that's when they collided. So both tried to avoid each other, and they both collided in the end. So that didn't work out as planned. So to me, the truck driver is in the right, the taxi driver is in the wrong. Common sense. If you don't have common sense, then I don't know what's happening to South Africa nowadays. Yeah, so that's the news update about the massive accident that happened in Vanderbijlpark. Yeah, that's news, bro.